The tone surrounding Meghan Markle's rosé was, well, my tone perhaps was too silly. You know, I was making jokes about how Meghan's been whining for years. And
yeah. They are off the A list. They're off the B list. I don't even think they make the C list anymore. So
it's perfect.
What do you think your mother would have thought of Meghan or said about Meghan?
They'd be thick as thieves. Without question. I think she would be over the moon, jumping up and down, you know, so excited for me.
The internet is absolutely losing it over Meghan Markle's latest move. And this time she might have gone too far. The Duchess of Sussex is being slammed from every direction after launching her new wine on what should have been one of the most sacred dates in royal history. We're talking about Princess Diana's birthday, July 1st, and Meghan decided that was the perfect day to pop bottles and make money. The backlash has been swift, brutal, and completely unforgiving. Royal fans are calling it the most disrespectful thing she's ever done, and that's saying something. But here's what makes this story absolutely explosive. Sources are now claiming that Prince Harry actually begged his wife not to do this, and she completely ignored him.
I think Diana, well, I know, we all know, Diana would be shocked that we're sitting here today discussing her son as an outright liar.
July 1st was supposed to be a day of remembrance for Princess Diana, who would have turned 64. Instead, it became the day Meghan Markle decided to launch her first alcoholic product, a Napa Valley Rosé under her As Ever brand. The timing has sparked an absolutely massive controversy, with royal fans, commentators, and even alleged palace insiders calling it a new low for the Duchess of Sussex. The accusations of disrespect started flying immediately when the launch date was first announced weeks ago. Royal commentator Victoria Arbiter was among the first to call it out, writing pointedly on social media, July 1st. Diana's birthday.
If you
know how to help.
Thank you.
At this point, we've got to the stage where almost every parent needs to be a first responder. And even the best first responders in the world wouldn't be able to tell the signs of possible suicide.
The dots were connected instantly, and the outrage has been building ever since. Critics are saying Meghan has crossed a line that should never be crossed, using the memory of Harry's beloved mother to generate buzz for her business. What makes this even more controversial is the deeper meaning behind July 1st for the Sussex family. This day isn't just Diana's birthday, it's also the exact anniversary of when Prince Harry first reached out to Meghan on Instagram back in 2016. Harry revealed in his memoir, Spare, that this life-changing conversation began on what would have been his mother's 55th birthday, calling it uncanny, surreal, and bizarre. So Meghan didn't just disrespect Diana's memory. She turned the anniversary of their love story into a marketing opportunity. The symbolism is absolutely devastating. The bombshell reports about Harry's desperate attempts to stop this disaster make the situation even more heartbreaking. According to sources from Shooter Scoop, Prince Harry was absolutely not okay with this timing and made his feelings crystal clear.
It's perfect.
What do you think your mother would have thought of Meghan or said about Meghan?
They'd be thick as thieves. Without question. I think she would be over the moon, jumping up and down, you know, so excited for me.
A source claimed that Harry told Meghan directly, "Please, not on Mummy's birthday." The insider continued, "It wasn't about business, it was about respect." But here's the part that has everyone absolutely shocked. Meghan allegedly refused to budge. Another source revealed that she brushed him off, telling Harry, "It's a wine launch, not a memorial." That response reportedly didn't land well with the Duke of Sussex. If these reports are true, Harry was feeling devastated about the situation in the days leading up to the launch, and now that devastation has turned into reality. The tension between honoring his late mother's memory and supporting his wife's ruthless business ambitions allegedly left him completely torn. This isn't just about a wine launch anymore. It's about respect, family loyalty, and whether Meghan has any boundaries at all when it comes to exploiting royal connections. The fan reactions have been absolutely explosive. especially after the launch went live. Royal fans remain split down the middle, with some calling Meghan's timing disrespectful and tone deaf.
Best friends with Meghan, so no, it is days like today when I really miss having her around and miss being able to share the happy news. But with the ring and with everything else that's going on, I'm sure she's
with us.
I'm sure she's with us. Yeah, jumping up and down somewhere else.
One user wrote, "Her desperation to be linked to Diana is really amusing me at this point." Another fumed, "Funny how she is launching it on Princess Diana's birthday, not seeing how stupid it is to launch at that date, knowing she was killed by a drunk driver." The irony of launching wine on the birthday of someone who died in a crash involving a drunk driver wasn't lost on critics. But not everyone is joining the pile-on. Some fans are defending Meghan's choice, pushing back against the criticism with responses like, and so, it's my birthday too. However, these defenders are clearly in the minority, as the overwhelming response has been one of disgust and disappointment. The divide shows just how controversial Meghan remains, but this time it feels different. Like she's finally crossed a line that even some of her supporters can't defend. What makes this even more fascinating is how the wine itself fits perfectly into Meghan's long-term brand strategy.
You want to do that, you choose to do that, well, that is a choice. That's up to you. But the moment that rehabilitation comes at the detriment of others, me.
This isn't some random business pivot. It's actually a return to her roots. Before she became the Duchess of Sussex, Meghan ran a lifestyle blog called The Tig, which was literally named after Tignanello, an Italian wine. So launching a rosé isn't just business expansion, it's going back to what made her famous in the first place. The wine industry connection runs even deeper when you look at her Netflix show With Love, Meghan. Throughout the series, she's constantly pairing wine with her cooking, showcasing her California lifestyle where wine is a natural part of entertaining. This controversy is just the latest in a series of brand-related scandals that have followed as ever since its launch. The brand has faced accusations of copying existing businesses, with a New York clothing company claiming prior rights to the As Ever name. The small business owner, who's been operating under that name for years, told the Daily Mail he's getting advice from as many professionals in the legal field as possible. Even more bizarrely, a Spanish town called Porreres raised concerns that the As Ever logo resembles their coat of arms. Mayor Francisca Moravini warned of potential legal action if the logo isn't altered. The pattern of controversy suggests either incredibly bad luck or a deliberate strategy to stay in the headlines. Royal biographer Hugo Vickers noted that Markle's approach seems to jump from product to product without clear strategy, warning she risks running out of steam. What's particularly telling is how Meghan has handled previous criticism. When confronted about her controversial flower sprinkles at the Time 100 summit, she leaned into the whimsy rather than backing down. This approach of embracing rather than avoiding controversy seems to be her brand playbook. Critics have called Meghan the most tone-deaf, least self-aware figure in the public eye, and this wine launch timing seems to support that harsh assessment. Author Lee Cohen pointed out that Hollywood outlets and comedians regularly mock her moves, suggesting a pattern of poor decision-making when it comes to public perception. Despite all the controversy, there's no denying that Meghan knows how to generate buzz and cash. Her previous As Ever launches have sold out in under an hour, and controversy often translates to sales in the celebrity business world. While we don't have official numbers yet on yesterday's rosé launch, experts predicted it would follow the same pattern of selling out almost instantly.
William didn't know that Harry and Meghan had already recorded their poison for Netflix. It was already edited.
The brand's success suggests that negative attention might actually be part of the strategy. Royal expert Hugo Vickers emphasized that Meghan likely wouldn't command the same attention without her royal connection, meaning every controversial move keeps her relevant and her products selling. The rosé launch represents As Ever's expansion beyond food products into the hospitality sector, marking a significant growth moment for the brand. Described as having soft notes of stone fruit, gentle minerality, and a lasting finish, it's positioned for summer entertaining. But the product itself has been overshadowed by the timing controversy, showing how Meghan's personal brand decisions continue to dominate headlines over her actual business offerings. What yesterday's wine launch really reveals is how deep the rift between the Sussexes and royal tradition has become. Whether intentional or not, going through with the Diana birthday launch sends a clear message about how Meghan views her relationship with royal protocols and expectations. It's either a touching tribute to the woman who brought her and Harry together, or it's a tone-deaf business decision that prioritizes brand timing over family sensitivity. And yesterday, that choice became reality. The broader implications extend beyond just yesterday's wine launch. Every business move Meghan makes is scrutinized through the lens of her royal connections, and this controversy shows she's willing to push boundaries that others might consider off-limits. Whether this boldness will pay off long-term or eventually backfire remains to be seen, but one thing is certain: Meghan Markle knows how to keep people talking. Now that July 1st is come and gone, the real test is whether the rosé sold out as quickly as her previous products, controversy and all. The aftermath will show whether negative attention translates to positive sales, or if this timing choice finally crossed a line that even her supporters can't defend. So what do you think about this whole wine launch situation? Is Meghan's timing a beautiful tribute to the woman who brought her and Harry together? Or is it a tone-deaf business move that shows she's lost touch with what's appropriate? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found this breakdown of the Sussex brand controversies as eye-opening as I did, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.